How's everybody doing? It is, what is it, Friday? It's Friday, um, the 19th? Yeah, 2024, January. It is 2:52 right now. I had to go to the store, so take these glasses off. I can't hardly see in the thing. The sun, well, it's about 41 degrees right now, so the sun's out. It's still kind of chilly. All the snow is almost melted away, except for the spots that they plowed out and moved off to the side, like in the parking lot. You'll see a big mound of snow or whatever. But where was it? I think it's on Theology Ed. They talk about this oil tanker ship coming in called the White Lion. And it's really interesting because I think it was around the beginning of this year. I think it was on the 3rd or the 4th. I took a picture of my face. This is my right side, so it was on my, I think it was on my left side. Right down here, there was this white lion. I'll look for that picture again, but you can kind of see the whiteness right there. But there's like this king guy right there. He looks like a king, but then there's this white lion that's right here. It's kind of hard to see without pulling out the contrast, but there's a lion's face right there. And I say white because it's in this white section on my face. Anyway, I think it's pretty interesting though, because they're talking about the white lion as because in what is it called, Leaving the World Behind, that new movie that came out last year, I think, where they talk about how the internet is starting to have problems, and I've had problems the last week and a half with my internet, actually practically from the first of this month of January, the first of the year. And I don't understand. Sure, they made me upgrade to a new router, saying it's better, get it. So I go and get it, install it, and ever since I installed it, I can't open up a lot of pages, but I can open them up on my phone, or my phone that I have in my hand. It's really interesting. It just keeps saying proxy this, proxy that. I'm like, what the heck? So I go to the apps or the Xfinity store, and they're looking at my app and everything. They say everything looks like it's working well. Everything's. I'm like, well, it's not. It did something to my computer. I don't know what it is, but now today I can only open up BitChute. I can't open up Facebook. I haven't been able to open up Facebook for like the last 2 or 3 days. And then before that, trying to open up Facebook, it would open up, but it wouldn't go. And then yesterday, or day for yesterday, when I did get into Facebook, I was checking for fact checkers, and there are so many fact checkers on my channel right now. I was like, what the heck happened? Because I would check it every other day, and there'd probably be like 1 or 2, but there was like lots of fact checkers, and these fact checkers were from Israel, they were from Russia, they were from Italy. And it was the weirdest thing. I was like looking at all these fact checkers, and they're from all over the world. News stations fact checking on my thing, but I didn't get any alerts of fact checking or any on my videos. It's just that they attach themselves, and I think that might be a problem of why, maybe too, is why I can't get it up. But I can't understand what it is, except for on my Xfinity app it says one pod not working. And so when I asked her about the pod, she's like, oh, well, you must not have it hooked up. I'm like thinking to myself, pod? What is a pod? Am I supposed to know what a pod is? Is the pod the router? I don't know. It's just really interesting. So when I go home, I'm going to try to activate the pod, because the pod said in the living room, but my internet's in the living room. but it shows my internet's connected. So I don't know, just very interesting things. And then there's this another thing saying that it's activated on my account called the Unit 7. I'm like, what is Unit 7? So I guess what I'm saying is that the old router, I didn't have that much problems with. Very little, but the new Gateway 2000 or whatever it is, oh my gosh, problem after problem. I think it's just the weirdest thing. But again, it could also be the internet as well, like in that movie, Leave the World Behind. Because in that movie, that's Obama and Michelle and Michael and Mr. Obama or whatever, their production or whatever. But anyway, it's about a slave ship. The White Lion is considered, like back then, which is kind of interesting because they show in the movie as an oil tanker. If we look at an oil tanker, think of anointing. And that's why I think Theology Ed isn't getting out of it. He's looking at the oil tanker as coming from like overseas, Iran or whatever like that. Or which in this movie it shows where the black people are, underneath to where their walls are. Oh, in other words, you've got to see the movie, I guess, because it looks like the white people are on the top deck of the ship and the black people are under in the bottom of the deck. So, and there's kind of this racial thing, right? Why the white people want to know why the black people want up above and everything, but they're not showing it like a ship. They're showing it through linguistic parable kind of like stories, and you got to kind of figure it out. But again, when I look at these things, it's everything. It's about all the wars the United States of America has created over time. And believe me, we have more than our share. Oh my goodness. It's unbelievable how many conflicts and wars that have happened in America from way back in the 1800s till present day. But anyway, it's very interesting to know why judgment is coming to America. Or no coincidence of why judgment is coming to America. I just think the people just refuse to see it. They think they're so great that they can't even see the damage that this nation, the controllers of this nation, have caused. But anyway, I'm going to go home and experiment with my internet.